Alright, guys, let's breathe in and breathe out. I'm not gonna lie, this game screen is really calming and not intentional to what I was just doing. But hey guys, welcome back to Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Stanley Parable 2 edition. We are in the middle of a run and it's time to start wrapping this game up, bro. Yo, it's starting to remind me of Severance, actually. That's crazy how it's like the same chilling vibe.
This is the
That's really
story
good.
of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley and his collectibles or whatever the hell makes this version of the game different. So I don't actually know. I know that he was testing his Stanley Parable 2 and there was like collectibles and a hole. Those are the things I remember.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we're gonna find out what we can find out. I guess what stresses me out is like when I was playing the original base stuff, I really didn't know. Oh yeah, there's a bucket.
Picked up the bucket.
There is a bucket. What can I do with the bucket? It just exists. It just is in my hands. I felt like I barely beat the base game is what I was gonna say. So let us pray and see that I can do something different. I guess we'll just do standard.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, I'm gripping this bucket, bro. Begging, Mr. Bucket, please don't let me die, bro. Nah, I was taking files to this guy.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The broom closet, can I go in the broom closet? I can go in the broom closet,
Stanley,
okay.
can you feel it? The broom closet, it wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy, it's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Okay.
I can really feel it now.
Should I drop the bucket?
It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go
Oh,
with
it
the
is
other
saying
cleaning
that?
supplies.
That's true.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it is.
I mean, can I hand over the bucket?
The broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
This
is your
okay.
bucket. This is your companion
But,
and lifelong friend.
Shouldn't we be charitable, though? But
we're getting into name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk?
It's
that
calling
it has to
me
resort to
names?
this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Just...
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Are you serious?
That
No.
your relationship is purely
Okay, we're getting out of
superficial
control,
and
bro.
That your life is so banal and meaningless that
No,
you feel
no
the
way.
same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
No,
Well,
of course not.
Go
Never.
On, Stanley. Lay into
My
it.
bucket,
Really
my
tell
best
the
friend,
broom
bro.
closet off for its demeaning comments.
Well,
Expand
broom
on the wide
closet.
variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Well,
through
there's
each of them point
the
by
hole.
point.
I fell
Share
in
your
a
journal
hole.
entries
I think I
detailing
found
the
the
rich
hole with the
emotional
bucket.
landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved.
Well,
over the
it
years.
makes me feel
Let him
less
have it.
alone. I mean, I don't know. Years? Okay, well, the bucket and I really first became
Okay,
friends.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
What the?
There.
Yeah,
Now
let's
it's
go.
settled. No more debate.
Property is
no more
Stanley,
discussion.
bro.
Take a hike.
It's mine.
Broom closet with all your
Take a hike,
meandering
my little bro.
philosophical diatribes about the
Thank
nature
you
of cleaning
so
supplies
much,
and their
bro.
relationship
Now,
to broom closets
You
in the
see,
natural
Papa's
order of
on my
things.
side this time. I thought he was gonna slap me in the back of the head like he normally does, but no. You see, I got a bucket and Papa on my
All right,
side,
I've got
bro.
a
It's
second
only the
sticker
broom
back
closet
here,
that's
and I'm
the
going to
villain
slap
here.
it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel
What's that
that
for?
it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide
That's
variety
so
of applications
smart.
for this sticker.
I I didn't even think of that. I'm here thinking about how the bucket is my property, but I never thought about who
You
the
know what?
bucket really
I could
is.
take the
And
name
now
calling
I
and the
know.
dismissal of your
Now
kinship
I
with
know
the
who the
bucket, but
bucket
now
really is.
the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And
It
to be
is?
honest, I'm sick of the
Wow, this
pettiness on display.
broom closet is
You
going
can stay here
out of
all you
control,
like, but
man.
I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll
So
see
childish.
you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yeah, right. I'm so glad you're on my side, Papa, because broom closet, you're out of control. Let me tell you something about respect, bro. It starts with just R, which is for respect. Then there's E about eagerness, bro. And you gotta be eager to love people, eager to care, to empathize with people, which is the other E in respect. But let me not jump ahead of myself. And then there's the S for silence, which is just being silent, yes, but also knowing when silence is appropriate. And right now I feel like you only are being silent out of pettiness, bro. So unlike Papa, who's only kind to me and cares about me, and P for empathy. All right, let me get the hell out of here before things get out of control. All right, I'm assuming there was nothing more to it. That's pretty much what happened last time.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. He didn't really have much to say in the executive bathroom. I wonder if things are actually different. Oh, what the?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no
Yo, bro,
reward
Stanley
for
is
collecting
ugly,
all of these.
bro.
Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Is the sticker,
You can't
is
buy
the
that sort of
face in the
happiness,
background
Stanley. God
supposed to
knows
be
I
Stanley
tried.
as well?
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come
Yo, bro,
across one
looks
of
like
these
he's going
beautiful
through
figurines.
it, bro. Alright, thanks so much, Papa. That was unexpected, I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot that there are actually collectibles now. I'm not really sure where we're going with this, though. Hey, fine. I don't know the code off the top of my head.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
The bucket, bro,
Even now,
which
in his
I have
darkest of
appropriately
hours, the
labeled
bucket's warmth and guiding light
with an image
pierced
of
the
a
dark
bucket.
clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I'm so grateful for this bucket, man. It's making me feel so much less alone and just less sad. You know, the thing about the everlasting battle
Stanley just
between...
sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us of that. So, yeah, the everlasting battle between loneliness and the lack of power.
2845.
Lack of power that I have over my own life. So, yeah, when I have a bucket, I feel like it kind of just eats away at that problem. You know, it just says, no problem of loneliness and emptiness, no more. Now I don't need it.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door
What is he about to
just
say
opened
right there?
all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo indeed, my friend. Well, that's very convenient. I was just here to enjoy... Oh, another collectible. I almost ignored it.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley
Mini-stands.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerine? That was probably the worst name you gave out of all of them. I was thinking more like a Stantrophy. Yeah. A Stanletable. Parable.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
So I'm really curious because so far everything
Stanley
seems
and the bucket walked straight
the
ahead
same.
through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Everything seems the same, but slightly different. I'm not sure. Like, where are we going with this?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
Is
television
anything gonna
screens.
change, or am
What
I just
horrible
going
secret
to
did this place hold?
do the
Stanley
same
and the
things
bucket both
again and
wondered to
again?
themselves.
I'm so curious. Like, I'm so confused. Like, where are we going with this, man? Okay. I can still jump off? Question mark. Oh, I still can jump off.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered.
I feel like I need to
Stanley
name
and
the
the bucket
bucket
could
something,
find no
because
way
me and the
out of this
bucket are
enormous
just
pit,
so
and
happy with
eventually
each other.
They decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Oh, this is nice. Oh,
So they
what the-
set up a little couch and relaxed.
Oh,
It
this
really
is
wasn't
nice.
so bad
Oh,
down here.
okay.
A bit cold, perhaps. After some
Ooh,
time
there's
had
a
gone by,
TV?
they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of
Oh.
kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket
Oh my
was
gosh, I
craving
feel like me and the
convenience.
bucket are building a life together.
But it wasn't until the
Oh my
rugs and the
gosh,
standing
you're so
lamps came in
sweet.
that
I
it
love
really
you, the
started to
bucket.
feel like a
Oh
home.
my
In fact, after
god.
some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages
Oh,
since he
you
had
got
even
the
thought of
best
the mind
china,
control
the
facility.
best fine china,
He'd
bro. I
never
don't know
gotten to
why
fully
people
explore what
call
was
it
up
that. Now
there.
that I think
Never
about
been
it.
able to unearth the many mysteries of the
Oh
mind
my
control
gosh,
facility.
yes, my favorite TV
This lack of
show.
closure began to eat at him.
And
Soon
and
he
the
was dwelling
sink
on
is
his
so
regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply.
no.
Stanley wasn't usually like this.
And
The bucket
I'm
tried
not
to
like
reach out
this.
to him again and again,
I'm
but to
telling
no
you, I can be
avail.
better. I'm
All
not.
Stanley
This
could
isn't
think
who I
about, all he
am.
could talk about was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path.
I know
It
the
was a
path. The
mistake to
path.
leave
I
the
know. I
path.
can't.
It was
I
a
can't leave the
mistake. It was a
path. I
mistake.
know.
I need to do what the narrator says. I need to
Shh,
see the true
Papa.
ending.
The true.
This
There is
made
a
no
true
sense
ending.
at all
That's
to the bucket,
right.
which was simply trying to live its life down here
Papa.
as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground.
That's true. We just fell. This isn't even a home anymore.
It wasn't an ending, but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe
I
this
just-
will become an ending eventually.
No, he's right
It's
though.
what
There's
the
more
bucket
to
was
see in this
counting on.
game. I can't just stay here
The
with
two of them
the
waited for a
bucket,
very
bro.
long time.
I want to see the rest of the game. He's so true. He's so true. Hey, we're back. All right,
All of
so
his co-workers were gone. What could
that
it
was
mean?
different.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Let's
room.
go
Perhaps
take
Stanley
the
lifted
bucket
the bucket into his arms,
and
a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Get back to where we're.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Wait a minute. Something's different here. Is that blood? Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Holy, 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 holy. Mission places to search. Mission status. Inside of a sequel exhibit. I don't remember that one. A large room, lots of boxes. I think I know what you're talking about. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Where I dropped from the stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Okay, I think I understood that one. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. I would have never figured that one out. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Looks, LOL, looks like this. Does that say 427? Ha ha ha. Bruh. 5 Honestly, he looks better there than in that dweeby little actual statue. Alright, guys. Seems like we're on a mission. How can you tell you Spider one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Who did take those pictures? Anyway, seems like we have a mission, but without further ado, we're gonna get back to where we're going.
Facility.
Okay, guys, we're back to where I started going bananas, and we're gonna see if there's any other
television screens.
I'm gonna try to do the main.
Did this place hold? Stanley and the
listen to the narrator, Papa. Sorry, listen to Papa ending and see what happens. Who cares about self-preservation and, or was it, the feeling of having control over your destiny? Yeah, whatever that is.
And Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone
okay,
in the
there's some
office was
blue
being
stuff over there.
videotaped,
Not sure what the hell that's
like
about.
Guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything
Oh my
like
gosh,
this,
this area is still just as overwhelming, even though I've seen it like a million times now. What the hell's that? I'm so curious. How do you end this game, though? Like, that's the real question. Like,
was
how,
the
like,
bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raised
Am I a
furiously in
bucket?
Stanley's feeble mind.
Am I a bucket? Is that what you're telling me, Papa? That me and the bucket are just the same, and that there's really no difference between a bucket that's just kind of sitting there or being carried around in my hands, and me, just a guy who's being told exactly what to do? Is that all that my value is? Just a bucket? Oh my god, this hurts my brain more and more.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter.
We
His
have
one
to
friend
end
in
this the
entire
right way.
world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I don't trust anyone except for the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Controls
triggered.
labeled with
Do you
emotions,
understand how many
happy
times I worked
or
through this
sad
room
or
trying to find
content.
an ending and
Walking,
I just didn't?
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began
Alright, enough
to
of the
sink
yaps,
in,
little bro.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he
I
and
so
the
badly
bucket
want to
would
hit this
dismantle
button
the
again
controls
to
for
see if the
good.
bucket will help me end the
Best
game.
friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, bucket. Oh, the bucket. You are so sassy. Sassy little the bucket. Alright, let's see what happens now.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy.
Freedom.
Freed themselves from the
Bucket.
tyrannical grip of the
Freedom
evil
at
mind
last.
control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Sneezing in every
True, it was a
country on
simple
Earth
life
is
they envisioned,
crazy.
but it
I've
was
never
one
heard
they'd
of
live
that.
together, with one another to lean on, to trust.
So you don't
to
really need to
support.
see the country. You just need to be like pass through it and
Well,
just sneak.
wait, what was happening?
Wait.
Why had the door stopped? Was
Hey.
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
My freedom ending.
An
What is
unbearable
this?
silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself
No, throw the
recognized
bucket!
the incredible
Throw
glowing
the
presence
bucket!
of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to
No,
harm the bucket.
no. The
Stanley
bucket.
can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh. Oh my god, this game fucks with my head, man. Damn, bro.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
just
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that new, or was that there
The
when I
confusion and the
originally
chaos
passed through?
all seemed to melt away as Stanley
It
embraced
says
the bucket.
figurine finders meeting today in the meeting room. I'm pretty sure I already saw that though, so I'm just gonna assume that's not new. And we're gonna start looking for the rest of the figurines.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the
I'm not gonna
building.
lie, guys, that was crazy. I don't know, it just made me sad. The bucket. I actually do feel less alone with the bucket. I love that it says the bucket in visual form.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm ignoring the hell out of this guy. I'm trying to remember how to get to the stairs.
No,
I remember how to...
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
That's
cargo
not the-
lift, yes.
that is
go
not
there.
the bucket.
Go to the cargo lift.
Oh, the bucket. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping on the cargo lift. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, this is the some place with the lots of... Was this always accessible? Or did they just make it accessible for this specific thing? I didn't even consider
the
that.
name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies?
Stanley? What name
I
better
think-
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of
Pab-
happiness that you
I
get
think-
from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one? Let me
I
see
love
it.
numbers.
I'm sure it will come
Numbers
to
make me feel good. It measures how much I feel good. Wait, what? So now what? Do I take the vent back up? Where does this go? What? This is new to me. I didn't get this in the base game. Is this always there? What? What the hell is happening, man? Papa, you gonna explain this part of the game? I hit the... Okay.
This is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
You're not supposed to study the bucket. It's supposed to be your friend, you fool.
Euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Okay.
No
Yeah, that's what
matter
I'm
how
talking
many
about.
times I've done it,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always the same feeling.
That's good. That's good. That
And
bucket.
the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
There's every explanation for it.
Still,
We're
haven't
the
figured out
same.
why I see the world so differently
Because
when this
you-
bucket
Me
is
and
in
the
my
bucket, we're all
arms.
the same. We're just hollow
Why
shells, bro. We're hollow
everything
shells.
feels so. What do I do with this treasure?
Just hold
I
on
can-
to it, bro. Grip it for your life,
I
bro.
can monetize it.
That's sick.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
Yo, take
But
it
I have
easy,
to
man.
Be careful, Because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
Yo,
Even
chill
now,
out,
I
man.
don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
What's going on, guys? What the hell's going on? Put the bucket down. Put the bucket down. Put the bucket down. I don't want the bucket. I'm scared. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Am I safe? What the hell was that?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Should I not
Stanley
take the
decided to go
bucket
to
with me?
meeting
What
room.
the hell is
Warmth
this?
spread through Stanley's arms.
All right.
With the bucket in his arms
Man.
again, he was home. Stanley clutched the
I'm
bucket tightly to his
scared.
chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay, well,
And here
I
it
don't.
was.
I
Had the
guess we're
bucket
gonna
turned out
digress
to be
beyond that
correct?
point.
Well, no.
We're gonna
Never
push
mind.
forward,
The bucket was wrong.
and we're gonna
Stanley
get
took
to
the door on
those
his left
red and blue
to go
buttons.
back to the meeting room.
I know that.
No.
Stairs.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room.
Stop
Go
with
somewhere
that
else.
ugly
The cargo
voice,
lift,
bro.
yes. Go good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
How do you get to the
Stanley
stairs?
did
I
not
can't
question
remember.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have
Unless
alarmed
it's the
him, of
bottom
course,
of the
because
stair,
buckets can't
the
talk.
regular
But
staircase.
Stanley
But I
chose
remember
not
the
to think
stairs
about
where you
this
can like
obvious
throw
fact.
yourself off.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
That's danger, danger everywhere. Okay, well that makes me feel good. All right, we're gonna keep our eyes peeled for Stanlerines. I guess that's the
No,
best
stop.
name I heard.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley,
No!
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless
Why
what
must they
if the
mess with
problem
my
is that
precious?
You actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket. I
Wait.
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well,
What
my
is a
goodness,
bucket?
I think we have to do something about it.
I
This
thought I was a
misunderstanding
bucket,
could
and
have
I
dire
thought this was a
consequences on the
bucket.
entire rest
And
of
I
the
thought
game
we
if not
all,
addressed quickly
we
and
am,
properly.
you are
So
the
much
bucket.
of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Is this safe in there, Papa? I don't want to die. Okay. So does that mean I can't take the bucket to go see the red and blue button?
Now then,
Is
I'm
this
going
a
to run
bucket?
you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
But aren't we all
Okay, let's
buckets on the
begin.
inside? I mean, aren't we all buckets in the same way where this is just a
Item
thing
one.
that holds
Is this a
things?
bucket?
Isn't that all there is to being a bucket?
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I feel like that was an okay, sure. I mean, I
Item
feel like
two.
everything is a bucket,
Is
but
this a bucket?
yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket. Not
Okay,
an
are
actual
we
bucket.
playing? Is it cake, bro? Like, did the Stanley Parable predict is it cake? Because now apparently I'm not just looking at is it
Item
look like a
3.
bucket? It just
this
is
a bucket?
cake. No, it's cake.
Correct. This is a bucket.
The fuck was the point of that? Wait, give me that one too. Actually, I would love that one.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It kind of functions like a bucket.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an
Oh,
enormous
oh,
machine
okay.
that tills the
Now-
earth. I thought this
now
was a gimmick.
everything's
How on earth did you manage to
technically
screw
not a
it up?
bucket, bro.
Absolutely incredible.
It has bucket-like
just
features.
move
There's
on to the
the
next one.
empty hollow shell on the inside. What else do you need?
Is this a bucket?
Seems like the same situation.
Correct. This
What
is
the-
a bucket.
Wait a minute. Are you gonna explain why that one's a bucket and the other one was not a bucket?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Now give me the precious. Give
Trick
me.
question. Both. Gotcha.
Wait. Did you get me? If it's both, how do you get me? Do I hit
hold on,
both
I can't
buttons?
find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
It's a
Okay,
bucket.
you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't
Or
appreciate
isn't
the
that your
implication
trick?
that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless in your
something
twisted
is
mind,
nothing.
have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Aren't
Answer
we
me
all
straight,
nothing?
Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
I believe that I'm a bucket. I believe that, yes. I believe that nothing is a bucket. I believe that I'm
You
nothing.
know what?
Do you
I'm
understand?
too
You're
confused
nothing
to
too,
even sort it
Papa.
out.
We're
I've lost
empty.
all sense of perspective. What
We
is a
are not
bucket? What isn't a
perspective. That's the
bucket? Mere
point.
moments ago,
This
I
is
could
all
answer these
chaos,
questions
bro.
with
It's just
confidence.
chaos.
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Do we?
Am I a bucket?
Exactly.
Stanley,
Yes,
I can't keep
he
doing this.
got it.
I'm losing
Let's
myself, and
go.
myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm
I
afraid
lost
the bucket
myself
is threatening
ages
to
ago,
tear
buddy.
our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No, 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 no.
Here we go.
No, 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 no. No, stop, 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 stop.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything
My
was a
God, I had
bucket.
no idea. How could...
Yes, sir.
Except me.
So there's only one way to fix it.
I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley,
No!
you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful.
No,
news.
wait, what?
We're
I
not
am a
buckets.
bucket. I said this
Yes,
so many
I actually
times
feel
now.
much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
But
So,
I am a
tell you
bucket.
what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
I thought I was a bucket. I thought I was nothing. But if I'm not a bucket, and a bucket is nothing, but I'm not nothing, the hell am I? What the hell's the point of all this? I don't want to be something.
All of his co-workers
I
were
liked
gone.
it when I was
What
nothing.
could
It took
mean?
all the pressure off of my
Stanley decided to go to
shoulders.
the meeting room.
What the
Perhaps
hell
he had
is
simply missed
this?
a memo.
No, 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 this is wrong. I'm not a bucket. I am a bucket. Tell me, bucket. Are we not the same? Do I not belong in your comfort? Am I not just as precious as you are? Bucket. Please, almighty bucket. Tell me this truth, bro. I'm so sad.
Stanley picked up.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna call this video here. Seems like we have just 2 more Stanley Panley Eatables, Stanley Winleys, whatever they're called, to go. So next video, I'm going to try to explore as many endings as possible and collect the last collectibles and hopefully get an actual ending to the game. So thanks for much for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye.